Hello and welcome to MORATUWA. It's another fine day at the Tyrone Fernando Stadium as Sri Lanka won the toss and put their opponents in. Arjuna Ranatunga having an unchanged team, but Philip de Freitas and Devon Malcolm left out of the team that played in the first one-day match. Coming in were Ian Salisbury and Paul Taylor. Sri Lanka have won the last two one-day series against Australia and New Zealand, and England had shared against India a six-match series. The wicket very firm, the outfield very fast, and an excellent crowd expected to be at capacity at the end of the day. A 240 plus total would be a good one to chase on this wicket. So it all points out to be that Sri Lanka are confident of a whitewash against the Englishman. Hashan Tilakaratne yet to be dismissed in 3 innings, and top scorer for Sri Lanka expected to star once more and enjoy the highlights. The surprise was all-rounder Chris Lewis promoted in the order to open batting, Pramod Wickramasinghe to Robin Smith. Short and well played through backward point, 4 runs. Fine way to start the innings for Robin Smith and England. Ramanayaka to Lewis, overpitched and driven through the covers. That's another fine stroke. So Lewis once more stroking Wickramasinghe through the onside this time. Plenty of spectators at the grounds. Ramanayaka hit away by Robin Smith. Into the crowds, the first 6 of the day and the innings. Dropped it short, going back and across. He was in a fine position to play that one. Wickramasinghe's next delivery, hit away Abhishli. Good catch there by Champaka Ramanayaka, coming in from fine leg. Dropped it short, aiming to play the hook, but top edging it. At the wickets for 25 minutes and faced out to 18 deliveries. Excellent catch. Hick, the new batsman. Overpitched and just eased onto that stroke through the covers. Hick open scoring. Fine shot. Picking that gap between 2 excellent fielders on the offside. Ramanayaka dealt very severely by Graeme Hick. He's not been bowling particularly well against the Englishman, Champaka Ramanayaka. Surprised Hick, Pramod Wickramasinghe on that occasion. Lucky not to have got a touch through to the wicket keeper. Asanka Gurusinghe, first change. Over pitching and Hick straight away driving him through the covers. And an excellent save there, but the ball just beating the vain effort by SANATH JAYASURIYA. Got a hand to it, but the ball rolled over as he flipped it back. Once more, Hick surprised by the pace. Well bowled Pramod Wickramasinghe. Marvellous crowd. Dropped it short, and a special reply by Graeme Hick. Playing that particular stroke very well. Chandika Hatrusinghe. East away on the offside. Long chase for Gurusinghe. Crashed into the boundary. He just going back on his stumps and then forcing it away. You could just gauge the very fast outfield as the ball just skidding away. Gurusingha almost crashed into some of those spectators. And many of them spilling over as the ground filled up. Robin Smith on the offensive, wide of Roshan Mahanama through to mid-wicket. Robin Smith this time on the offside of Gurusingha. Once more, the Sri Lankan fielding, which was the biggest difference between the two sides, and a strike rate of 5 being maintained by England. Almost a nonchalant stroke behind square. Fine stroke by Graeme Hick. Here's Sanath Jayasuriya. Excellent effort, probably dragged his foot. And that's the first wicket for Sanath Jayasuriya. It's 2 for 76. And the 53 runs coming off 11.1 overs of 49 minutes. Robin Smith dragging his foot out and then in trouble. Smith was at the wickets for 75 minutes and faced up to 50 deliveries. He hit 1 6 and 3 boundaries. Kalpage. And Hick is in trouble as he played across. And it's 3 for 85. Hick faced up to 43 balls and was at the wickets for 59 minutes. Hit 6 boundaries. So the two spinners in operation, expected to do most of the bowling. Neil Fairbrother in. Once more well fielded. Jayasuriya is one of Sri Lanka's fine fieldsmen in any type of cricket. Did particularly well to stop what may have been a certain boundary. The England captain taking strike. He turned off. Aravinda De Silva fields. Hit a big way. Through mid-wicket, that should be 6. And after a long time, Fairbrother opening out. And stroked once more. Well struck. Wide of long on. So 2 good strokes by Fairbrother. May have got a touch with. Yes, he's gone. That's the second victim for De Silva. And on Nelson, England lose their 4th wicket. It was almost a carnival atmosphere at Moratuwa as he got a bat to it, and then off the thigh as it ballooned. It was good anticipation by De Silva. Fairbrother at the wickets for 97 minutes and faced up to 46 balls. Mike Gatting plays right across, and there is no mistake about that one. Part-time bowler Aravinda De Silva strikes well, and that's a very important wicket. A poor stroke by Mike Gatting. It's 5 for 114. And the England supporters not having much to cheer about. Aravinda overstepping with that little bit extra effort, and Hashan Tilakaratne coming into the attack. Stewart is in trouble. He's gone. Good strike there by Hashan Tilakaratne, and the Sri Lankan captain making use of his part-time spinners to mesmerize the England batsman. Dermot Reeve, the new batsman. De Silva failing to hit the stumps. John Emery played the spinners well. Plays it uppishly. Oh, splendid effort there by Champaka Ramanayaka. And that was his second good catch. Embery was at the wickets for 44 minutes. And big, burly Champaka Ramanayaka making a big impression on the field. Sri Lanka's fielding has been absolutely marvellous. And the crowd just enjoying the day's cricket. The 150 of the innings coming with a lot of effort. Clean bowled him, played right across. That's a bad stroke. Reeve was at the wickets for 61 minutes and faced 39 balls. Paul Jarvis, the new batsman. Jayasuriya bowling extremely well. Played across. Ashley De Silva takes the catch, and that's his third victim. Went for the very big hit in the slog overs, and the Sri Lankan wicketkeeper, picking up his third victim, has done nothing wrong behind the wicket so far. Paul Taylor, last man in. Bowled him, and that's excellent figures for Sanath Jayasuriya. The penultimate delivery of the England innings, and Jayasuriya doing well to keep it in line with the stumps. The second batsman to be out bowled. There were 3 LBWs, so the Sri Lankan bowlers on target. 5 batsmen failing to get into double figures, and the innings built around 2 good partnerships, but England lost 5 wickets for 48 runs after losing their first wicket, and Jayasuriya improving on Carmine's 5-wicket haul against the New Zealanders at the same venue. The required run rate was 3.6 as the Sri Lankan openers came out with confidence. Chris Lewis dropping it short, and Hathurusingha replies with his pet stroke. 4 runs. Over pitching and stroked through cover. Another flowing boundary for Mahanama. Nice to see the Sri Lankan opener in very good touch. Top edging it, but that's a stray stroke. Well struck. No stopping that one. Hathurusingha placing it well, but a good recovery by Paul Taylor. Difficult to field there with the spectators almost on the boundary line, but he covered that ball up extremely well. Good effort. Jarvis turned away neatly behind square on the onside. 4 more to Chantika Hathurusingha. He was picking up his boundaries extremely well. Taylor on his first ball on Sri Lankan soil. Over pitching, and Mahanama straight away onto the drive. Fine stroke. This time spraying down leg side. 4 more. Mahanama is particularly strong in that area. So an expensive first over for Paul Taylor. And once more, Mike getting very slow out there. Hathurusingha placing that late cut to perfection. 4 runs. It is a warm day as Salisbury also in his first ball on this tour. And he provided the breakthrough after 65 runs in the 15th over. The 50 runs of the innings coming in 56 minutes of 12.1 overs. The Sri Lankan openers once more laying a solid foundation, but a particularly casual stroke ending up with the bowler itself. Important breakthrough for the leg spinner. Mahanama edging it, and he's gone. Double strike for Ian Salisbury. Sri Lanka may have not expected Mahanama to depart also in this same over, but the England captain, safe pair of hands. He got the wickets for 74 minutes, hit 5 boundaries, and after Haturu Singh departed, after hitting 4 boundaries, the crowd expected much of star batsman Aravinda De Silva as the stage was set for him. He loves the Moratuwa crowd, and Salisbury into him. Flighted, oh, he hits it uppishly. Robin Smith, the fielder, drops it. Long chase there for him nevertheless. As we see the action replay down the track, he was aiming to hit it well over long on, but with the spin, he hit it uppishly, and it went a long way up. That could be a costly miss. Probably it was Paul Taylor who was at long off, who had a much more straightforward catch coming his way, but Robin Smith kept going, not in perfect position, and dropped it. So an eventful start for Aravinda De Silva. Robin Smith leaving the field with it. De Freitas came in, and his pride dented. Aravinda replies of the next delivery. That's 6, the first 6 of the Sri Lankan innings. And you cannot possibly toss at Aravinda De Silva. So 2 sixes of consecutive balls, and the crowd in raptures. Salisbury dropping it short, quicker delivery. Fine stroke, the fielders didn't move, they didn't have to. The ground absolutely filled up, so the spectators would find their positions. Once more, Chris Lewis misfielding. With the spin, the ball moving away from him gives Aravinda De Silva another boundary. John Embury, the bowler, played that well, dropped it short, end position. Fine stroke from Asanka Gurusinghe through long on. Over pitching once more. Neatly stroked. The 100 coming up in 96 minutes of 20.1 overs. So a healthy strike rate of 5 and over. Aravinda De Silva in full cry. Boundaries not very far away, but well struck. Some pretty loose bowling being treated to some excellent stroke play. Sri Lanka's reply in this match has been quite marvellous, and they have done a dedicated job under extreme conditions. De Freitas substituting for Robin Smith. The 50 partnership came up in only 8.3 overs as Aravinda De Silva took control, dropping it short, and his placement excellent, and a very good effort by De Freitas at the mid-wicket boundary. That's his half century. In 3 visits to Moratuwa, he has passed the half century mark in the recent international matches, starting with the Australians. So Moratuwa is particularly happy for Aravinda. Fine stroke, throw mid wicket over the head of De Freitas. That's his third 6. The Sri Lankans playing the England spinners and giving a lesson of how to play spin bowling. Hick to Aravinda. Smashing that one. Through long on, 4 more. Sri Lanka coasting towards a decisive victory. The 100 partnership coming in 71 minutes of 19 overs. Dermot Reeve. Few bowlers would dare bowl at Aravinda De Silva when he is hitting with that much power. But Dermot Reeve was too far away. Oh, well played. Behind square. Aravinda De Silva in full cry. Treating Dermot Reeve with scant respect on that occasion. He's seeing that ball so well. And the Sri Lankan dressing room absolutely relaxed and jubilant. Sri Lanka's strike rate quite a formidable one as Hick bowls to Aravinda De Silva. Swings him and the crowd invasion tells the story. It's all over and probably the most decisive one-day victory for Sri Lanka, and England suffering the most humiliating defeat on this twin tours. Absolutely cricket crazy Moratuwa crowd with over 14 overs left. Aravinda De Silva in total control, smashing that one as he did in the test at the SSC. Fine win there, a superb team effort, and Aravinda De Silva won the Best Batsman award by adjudicator Ranjit Fernando. Sanath Jayasuriya was picked as the best bowler and man of the match, richly deserved it. The openers gave a fine start. Gurusingh and Aravinda De Silva continuing the good work, taking the attack to the bowlers, and Robert Smith a costly miss, and only Ian Salisbury having 2 wickets. The rest of the bowling tells the story. A poor sight and a disastrous end to England on this short tour. Money's worth for the Moratuwa people, and Sri Lanka's morale even more boosted. Well, Sri Lanka, as expected, completing the whitewash over the Englishmen. But their confidence grew as the match came their way midway through the afternoon. If England were finding it difficult to lift their morale and their performance, nobody expected the rout that they were set in for. Aravinda De Silva with an explosive batting performance after Sanath Jayasuriya had mesmerized the Englishman with the best ever performance by a Sri Lankan in one-day cricket. Aravinda De Silva's 20th half-century in one-day internationals and a solid 115-run partnership for the 3rd wicket sealing the coffin for Englishmen who had a disastrous twin tour of India and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka can now look forward to the rest of the tours against India and South Africa with their record in one-day internationals kept intact against the Australians, New Zealanders and now the Englishmen. All in all, Sri Lanka outplayed England in all departments of the game and richly deserved the fine win. So Arjuna Ranatunga and his men can take heart that they have performed up to expectations on home soil. The record in the series for Sri Lanka and England considerably improved to 3 wins in 4 matches on home soil. We hope you enjoyed and thank you very much for joining us.